Hello everyone, welcome to the Gate Engineering online learning classes. In this video, we will discuss about the system. What is system and what is the use of the system? That we have already seen continuous time system is used to process the continuous time input signal and generates output signal continuous time. Similarly, discrete time signal discrete time system is used to process the discrete time input signal and generate discrete time output signal. This is a system input signal and output signal where yt is our output, xt is our input, t is our system transform. T is the transform operator which is transforming the input signal to the output signal. Or in discrete time signal we can write yn is equal to t of x of n. So this is one kind of the system d over dt xt where xt is the input. This is the transform operator differentiator. We are getting y which is equal to d over dt xt. Similarly, integrator is the system here. Here we are getting the yt, which is the integral of the xt. So now we will see some property of the system. Till now we have discussed about the systems, introductions, what is the system and how we can represent. Now we'll see some property. This is the very most important, very important topic for the signal and system. And mostly questions will ask from the causality, non-causal system, linear, non-linear system, time invariant system. Okay. These three, and sometimes questions may ask from the stable and unstable systems. So now we'll see all these topics one by one. Today we'll try to cover all these topics in the 10 minutes. Around 15 slides are remaining. So system is said to be bounded input, bounded output, stable. If signal is the bounded input and it generates the bounded output signal, then we can see that the system is stable. Now you know what is a bounded. We have already discussed. Do you know bounded signal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't need to repeat it again because you know the bounded signal. If say input signal is bounded and we are getting the bounded output signal, the system is called as the stable system, and this stable system is called as the BIBO stable. A signal should have finite amplitude for bounded signal that we have already told, and a BIBO system will have bounded output for any bounded input, so its output does not grow unreasonably large. It means output should be in the finite duration with finite amplitude. It should not grow large. So this is the definition of the stable and unstable system. Now we come to the causal and non-causal system. Causal system defines a system is causal if output depends only on the present and past value of the input signal. These are some example here. Yn is 0.5 xn plus xn minus 2. So this is the current of present value. I am representing C for current value. This is again C and this is the P, because n is depending on the n minus 2. So Yn is depending on present and past value. It means depending on the current and past value. So this system is causal system. Yn is equal to xn. It is straightforward. It is depending only on the present value. Okay. So this is again causal system. If system is depending on the future value, that system will become non-causal. Yn minus 2 plus Yn is equal to xn plus 2xn minus 1. Here you can see that this is the Yn minus 2 plus Yn, but here this is the current value, this is the current value, and this is the past value. Okay, and this is the past value of the output signal. So in this case, output signal depending only on the present and past value or current or past value of the input signal. So this is again causal system. Are you getting me? Are you able to understand it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If anyone have any doubts, don't hesitate to ask the question, because you are learning here for GATE exams and I will be definitely very fast here. Okay. Now come to the non-causal system. Non-causal system, if it fails the property of the causality, that means if system is depending on the future value of the input signal, output value depends on the future value of the input signal, system will become non-causal. Yn is 0.5n xn minus xn plus 2. So this is, here you can see that current value, this is again current value, this is the n plus 2 is the future value. So output is depending on the present and future value of the input signal. Due to this xn plus 2, it is non-causal system. Okay. Now yn minus 1 is equal to xn. Here you can see that this yn minus 1 is equal to xn. It means this is the current value or this is the future value. Okay, if you can understand in this way, if n is equal to 0 or n equal to 1, y1 will depend on x2, y1 will depend on x2 or y2 will depend on x3. So here output is depending on the future value of the input. So this is the, so what is it? This is the non-causal. Similarly here, yn minus 5 is depending on the xn. So it is again non-causal system. And y minus n is equal to 2xn, it is again non-causal system. Because what will happen for n equal to 2 or n equal to minus 2, for n equal to 2, y minus 2 will depend on 2xn. Okay, for n equal to 1, y minus n will depend on x1. So y minus 1 is depending on x1, it is depending on the future value, so it is again non-causal. So these are some example of the non-causal system. Previously example of the causal system. Now come to the static and dynamic systems. Static and dynamic systems somehow related to the causal and non-causal system. Okay, the static system depends only on the present value of the input signal. There is no memory in the system, or we can say that this is a memory-less system. A static system is a memory-less system because it depends only on the present value of the input. Now come to the dynamic system. It depends on the past or future value. Depends on the past or future value of the input signal. So it consists of some memory. So we can say that this is the memory system. Now conclusion from causal and non-causal, static and non-static system. Causal system depends on the present, current and past value of the input signal. Static system depend only on the present value of the system. So all the static system will become causal system, but reverse will not true. Sorry, this is P for representation of present, past, C is representation of the current value. Okay. So static system depends on the current value only. Causal system depends on the current and past value. So all the static system is called as the causal system. And similarly, all the non-causal system depends are the dynamic system. Questions. This is the important point. Questions may arise from this topics also, these points also. All the static systems are the causal system, but reverse is not true, and all the non-causal systems are the dynamic system, but reverse is not true again here, because non-causal system depends only on the future value only. Okay, so definitely it will be dynamic, and static system depends only on the causal value, depends only on the current value, so it will be definitely causal system. I hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So now here we have some examples. Yt is t plus 1 x square t. What is comment? What is your comment on this question? Yt equal to t plus 1 x square t. Is it causal, non-causal?
Causal and static.
Causal and static. Okay, very good. So here you don't need to see on the t plus 1. Just you will have to see the input. Okay, input is current and output is also current. So it is causal and stable. Similarly here again, Yt equal to half xt.
Causal and
Here,
static.
yeah. In the C question, xt minus 2. Yt equal to t plus 2 xt minus 2.
Causal and dynamic.
Causal and dynamic. Very good. Everyone getting? Are you getting? Everyone is getting me? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
All of you are following me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In the D question, Yt is equal to t minus 2 xt plus 2. This is here can say that this is the future value. Non-causal and dynamic. So I will not discuss here again. These are some examples that you will have to see. I will explain if you required. Yeah, here I will explain these last three questions. D over dt xt. Here you can see that D differentiator will not affect on the causality and non-causality, and does not affect on the linearity also. So Yt is directly proportional to xt. It is causal as well as static. Okay. Here Yt is equal to minus infinity to xt dt. Okay. So the integrator of xt and limit is from minus infinity to t and yt. So what is happening here? Can you differentiate both the problems, I and j? What is the difference between I and j?
2t, sir.
Yeah. So here Yt will depend on the future value, but here Yt depending only on the present and past value. So this is the conclusion here. So Yt in I question, in this question, Yt is depending on the present and past value. So accordingly, it is causal as well as dynamic. Yeah. In Yt, in this last question, it is depending on the future value as well. So it is the non-causal as well as dynamic. Okay. So now come to the linear system and non-linear system. yt is equal to txt. So how we'll check the linearity of the system? For computation, for testing of the linearity, just first you replace xt by x1t and x2t and compute y1t and y2t. Okay, yeah, linear system satisfy the superposition theorem or superposition property of the system. So y1t will be tx1t for input x1t and y2t will be tx2t for input x2t. If we add both of them, if we suppose of both of them, you will get tx1t plus tx2t. This is our one equation. Similarly, now next step we'll replace xt by x1t plus x2t. If x1t plus x2t is replaced as xt, so you will get yt equal to tx1t plus x2t, and finally you will get tx1t plus tx2t, which is equal to the equation number 1. So equation 1 and equation 2 both are same, therefore the system is linear. So you will have to check y3t is equal to y1t plus y2t or not. If equation 1 and equation 2 both are equal, then we can say that system is linear. Okay. If I'll change something in this question only, if instead of txt we write some constant c here. Okay, try to understand here. So y1t will be tx1t plus c and y2t will be tx2t plus c, and y1t plus y2t will be tx1t plus tx2t plus 2c. Correct? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now in the third step, we are replacing xt by x1t plus x2t. Then if we replace xt by x1t plus x2t, we will get x1t plus tx2t plus c. So here equation 1 and equation 2 both are not equal, so this system will become non-linear. So keep in mind when any constant is added in the system, this system will become non-linear always, in all condition. Okay. Now here question is given y equal to xt plus a. So this is obviously non-linear. I have already explained. I will not explain again it here. So here you will get x1t plus x2t plus 2a. Here you are getting x1t plus x2t plus a. So both are not equal. So this is again non-linear. Yt equal to x square t. That you know, this is a non-linear system. Just first you replace xt by x1t and you replace xt by x2t. So you will get x1 square t plus x2 square t. Now in the third step, you replace xt as x1t plus x2t and you square it again. So you will get this extra term. This is again not equal. So this is non-linear. I hope you are getting the testing of the linearity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come to the time invariant and time variant property. Time invariant and time variant. In time invariant property we check delayed in the input signal should be equal to the delayed in the output signal. Okay. Listen carefully. Delayed in the input signal should be delayed in the output signal. So here xt minus tau is the delayed signal by tau, and it passed through the system. We are getting yt minus tau. Okay. So this is a delayed in the input signal. We are passing through the system. We will get yt comma tau. That we write as yt comma tau. It should be equal to yt minus tau. We know the output system. Output if we replace t by t minus tau in the output, if yt comma tau is equal to yt minus tau, system will become time invariant. Similarly, in the discrete case, you will get more clarity when we solve one problem here. This is the step-by-step procedure I will tell you in the question only. So here, yt equal to xt cos omega t. First, what we will do? We replace t by t minus tau in input. Only input signal will delay it first. Okay. Only input signal delayed first. So we'll get xt minus tau. And we'll get yt comma tau. That will be xt minus tau cos omega t. This is one equation. Now we'll shift the output. That we'll replace t as t minus tau. And we will get xt minus tau cos omega t minus tau. Now here yt comma tau is not equal to yt minus tau. So this system is time variant. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, so what you do? First you shift the signal, input signal. Then you compute the response. Then in the next step, you shift the output signal and you compare. So here you see this expression, yt equal to sin xt. Can you say that what is this? This is time variant or time invariant by visualizing. Okay, no problem.
Invariant, sir.
Yeah, time invariant. So first what we'll do? First we'll shift the input. You will get xt minus tau, and output will be sin xt minus tau. Now you shift the output. You will get sin xt minus tau only, because yt is only function of xt. Yt is not a function of time here. Yt is function of xt only. If yt is only function of xt, then you can say the system is time invariant. If yt is function of xt as well as other time, like here, this is the function of time also, xt as well as time. So this system is a time variant. Understand the concept. Are you getting me? If I write yt equal to txt, what is it? Time variant or time invariant?
Variant, sir.
Yeah, because this is the function of t also. If I write yt equal to x square t, what is it?
Invariant.
This is time invariant. So this is the way you can check. So this is another example for discrete case. You can easily say that yt, just I have already asked, yt equal to txt. Here it is in the discrete time, yn equal to nxn. So this will become, what is it? Time invariant or variant?
Variant.
Time variant, because it is a function of n also. Okay, so you have some homework problem. These are some systems given. You will have to check the linearity, non-linearity, causality, static dynamic, and time variant, time invariant. You will have to check all these questions. Thank you for watching this video.